A special hello to all my fellow patient Multiversus fans out there. You're still out there, right? A little bored? Yeah, I know. Welcome back to McFly, my little corner on the internet where I just sit around here and talk about games and stuff. And in this one today, we are talking about Multiversus again. And here's your one spoiler warning right off the bat, because we're going to be talking about what's upcoming for Season 3. If you've been following Multiversus for a while now, you could probably say this is the big one. This is the season we've kind of all been leading up to. We have 2 seasons behind our belt of just a mishmash of trying to figure this game out. And I can't help but think that Season 3 is the make it or break it for this thing. I really do. If not make it or break it, it's really going to spell what this game is going to be for the next year. But in this one, we're going to keep a little bit of mystery, keep that little bit of allure to it. And of course, as all leaks go, take this with a grain of salt, because all of this could be subject to change. None of this could be right, even though, some of it's been right in the past. Speaking of which, I can't go any farther without thanking the person who's uncovered these leaks and has been getting the hype train going for Season 3 in our small community. So a special thank you to Game Guardian, and I'll leave a link to the Discord down in the description. But without further ado, let's talk events, let's talk variants, let's talk character crossover variants. I don't know, it's just a theory of mine, but let's get into it.
What are you gonna do?
I mentioned this in the last one, but we will get a Batman specific event because he's turning 85 in October. And here's an actual image for it. How dope does that look? If we get Batman variants for every character, I might lose my mind. I need to get a Finn Batman skin, that's for sure. We're going to start small. We're starting with some musical emotes. Hopefully they don't break upon arrival. And I don't think these are in the game yet. I haven't seen them. But for Gizmo, it looks like he'll be playing his keyboards for a new emote. And for any Marvin the Martian fans, you'll be able to play that trumpet to your heart's content. Totally random, could be a throwaway. It's just another Game of Thrones player icon. But comparatively to other player icons, I think this is pretty dope. Alright, starting to ramp it up here, and it seems like it's going to be the theme of each season. We're going to get a new gem towards the rifts. It's just going to be the new thing, I guess. So here, I don't have any pictures yet, but this is basically going to be the new gem setup and what they do. Question is, what color will it be? Of course, they all have their own little kooky, zany effects, but I thought this one was really funny. We have the ledge anvil. If you're standing on the ledge of a platform with an enemy on the wall below, an anvil projectile will spawn above them if they don't leave the wall. Automatic down spike, I love it. Alright, for the next bit, we have a couple skins here and some speculation for possible events. Or it just could be a bundle, who knows, it's just me thinking. But here we have a snazzy looking Joker outfit. It kind of looks like he's a teacher of some sort, or he goes to some kind of preppy anime school. If you zoom in on the jacket there, it has an MVS logo, kind of like a school. I don't know, I thought this was kind of interesting just because school just went back into season. Maybe there's some kind of school event. Could you imagine the Joker as a teacher? And then to follow alongside that, we have the Harley Quinzel outfit, which I remember back in the beta, this had some kind of concept art already. So I do remember the look of this. So maybe they just brought it back and ready to repurpose it. But I know for all the Harley fans, they're probably going to love this outfit. And you gotta love the little details like the clipboard. Now, I don't know if these will be completed anytime soon, but they were found in the files as being worked on. So we have a couple Beetlejuice skins in the works. One that makes him look like a jester, and then one more like a painter. And the model's a little weird. I don't know if that's just how it looks when they edit it, but it almost looks like the model is like the thicker Beetlejuice from the old cartoon. That would be interesting if they drew that in there. Now we're just going to take a brief break so you can get your daily dose of art. These are not leaks, but they are the background of all the riffs, and they are quite beautiful. Alright, now I know this has all been pretty random up until now, but now we're going to talk about Season 3 characters, new fighters. Who do we got? And like I mentioned before, there's been one character that has been just placed breadcrumbs left and right in all the media ever since launch. And I think they're finally coming with this season. And I imagine it'll probably be with the Battle Pass. But yes, Multiversus fans rejoice, any Cartoon Network fans out there. I think we finally have it. We will see the arrival of the Powerpuff Girls. Again, the question is how we will attain them. I imagine it'll be through the Battle Pass because everyone is going to want to play these. They'll probably want this to be their moneymaker. And secondly, I'm more concerned, how are they going to play? Will they all just be one unit? Will you sub one in and out, kind of like a Pokemon trainer from Super Smash? Or maybe they'll be like ice climbers. Maybe they'll just move and flow and they can all die separately. And then depending how many remain is like your strength level or something. I don't know. It could be pretty fun, especially with how creative this team is. They really surprised me with Beetlejuice. I love that kit. Even if I just fully don't know how to use it yet, I'm still working on it. I just love how creative it is. So I hope this one's the same. Now, with each season so far, we've seen the release of 2 characters. So with Powerpuff Girls, I imagine definitely confirmed, there's got to be one of these 2 left. And first up is Marceline. I like Adventure Time. I never really watched it. It's funny. but apparently she's a character in it. I don't, people have to school me about that in the comments, but she looks like a cool character model, especially with what they possibly could be doing with another form of her. That's also in here, but it's more in the prototype stage. So I don't know if we'll actually see this, but I bring this up because I think she's a vampire. At least I think that's what my friend told me. And it would probably be good for a Halloween character. And considering this season's probably going to run into Halloween, I figured that would probably be a safe bet. Also, I should add alongside that, I also think it could be the Wicked Witch of the West, because we do have that new movie coming out right at the beginning of November. And then also there are Wicked Witch of the West voice lines in the game. I just don't have a picture of her or any of her fighting kit or anything like that, but she is confirmed in the files, and then here's voice lines. So that could also be a Halloween character. I'm just not sure because the movie comes out in November, so maybe it's a season 4 character. Who knows? Just depends how they're going to shake it out. Now for another character that's in the files and also has just another prototype image, and I'm going to put the tinfoil hat here on in a second, but we have Nubia. Now they're actually currently working on her, but I don't think she's going to be a standalone fighter. There is little bits of leaks that I'll be reading off towards the end of the video. There's no images, that's why I'll just be reading them. But one of them talks about something that also makes me think this. But imagine Nubia is not a separate fighter, but just another Wonder Woman skin. I'm thinking this could be another route that Multiversus could take to, one, make more money, make more variants, but also keep the roster small and the workload small to try and make new kits for new characters constantly. We are talking about a multiverse here, and Nubia happens to be a comrade slash sister slash alternate version of Wonder Woman. Now, I've seen this picture of her with the spear, but this isn't really in-game. And the closest thing we have is this prototype image, which has a sword and a shield. So that's my guess. It might make a little more sense in a minute also, but I'm thinking they're going to start making character skins that are completely different characters, but will still fit the kit. For instance, an easy one would be Shazam, Black Adam. They already have Shazam ring out animations. I imagine if they made a Shazam skin, they could just code it right on top of Black Adam. Even in the comics, they have very similar skill sets. That's just a ballpark easy one, but I imagine they could probably start doing this with different characters. All right, tinfoil hat off. That's it for images, really. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far, but these don't have any images. They're more just files and writing. But apparently we'll have 5 events. We'll have the Batman 85th anniversary, Dia de Muertos event. That'll probably be for Halloween. A crossover skins event, that's what I was talking about, Nubia. Galaxy Shaders event, which I think I've seen some of them floating around. And then Mojo Jojo. So some kind of event, and even more leading towards the Powerpuff Girls thing. And then as an added bonus before I leave you, we're apparently going to have 5 event currencies next season. So I'll see you then. As always, thank you so much for watching. A like is always appreciated. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm sure we're going to have a huge data dump once Season 3 hits. So hopefully some good stuff then. But again, I will catch you out there in the multiverse.